All right, everyone, this is your boy DJ Cool Thing. It's time for another video, and today is your first ever DJ Cool Thing on the road live Q&A. So this is something I want to do with my channel, help make it more interesting, more interactive with you guys. But next time, we're actually going to be going on to here, the DJ Cool Thing Facebook page, and have them answer the questions or ask the questions, and I'll answer it in a video here on YouTube. That way I can interact with both of the communities on both Facebook, on other social media platforms. So while we're waiting for our first ever question, we are going to discuss where we are. We're at the Holiday Inn Express in Spearfish, South Dakota. And we actually did a video about that party room exactly close to a year ago in 2019. It was March 4th, 2019. We were actually up on the balcony. We were talking about the party room. So we were talking about that. This is a little bit of a history about this, hotel and how it pertains to my YouTube channel. This is when I first started out, trying to make more videos more often. So now it's time to get into our first ever Q&A video. So if you want to, you can put your comments in that live chat right there. I'll answer them as soon as possible. And, we'll make this thing more interesting, more interactive. And I'm actually going to start doing these Q&As more often. So I want to start doing more Q&As. That way they're more interactive, more enjoyable, more interesting. It could be about anything. It could be anything that is DJ related, since it's a DJ channel. We could talk about DJ tech. We could talk about software. We could talk about the DJ hardware, DJ software. It could be about my DJ gigs for 2020. It could be about pretty much anything that is DJ related. So go ahead and ask your questions right now. I'm ready to get into today's video. So if there's any other questions, you want to ask me, put them in the live chat. I'll be sure to answer them as soon as possible. So might as well do something while I wait for my first question. The first question. So since I don't really have a post yet on the DJ Cool Thing Facebook page, it's just going to be real-time questions right here on the live chat here on YouTube. So if there's any questions you want to ask me, I'll be happy to answer them. But I think we should start off by asking questions that I've got recently on some of my YouTube videos, and then we'll ask some extra questions here on the live chat. So we'll go into my notifications. This is something that I got about 9 to 10 hours ago. Can you use SoundCloud for this? And it was mostly on the Newmark Party Mix that I was using. And I said that you can use SoundCloud with the Newmark Party Mix. It works with Virtual DJ and Serato. And of course, this one right here, can you use SoundCloud for the Party Mix? That's where all my songs are at. And we had like a little bit of a ongoing chat. Yes, SoundCloud is compatible with Serato and Virtual DJ. It says, so you just have to download the SoundCloud songs to Virtual DJ. This is probably a new question. So you just have to download the SoundCloud songs to Virtual DJ. And I said that you don't have it. Doesn't have a download feature. It's just online. It's just from the internet. I have says for offline music, I use a record pool, a DJ record pool. I use BPM Supreme. And speaking of BPM Supreme, I just downloaded some songs today from Sunday because we were on the road, and I couldn't be able to download songs from the what else is on here? Yeah, they were from Sunday. Actually, yeah, they were from. Yeah, today's Sunday, and they were from Friday, January 3rd. And it says here, so you just have to download the SoundCloud songs to Virtual DJ. And he also said, and you can use Serato for the party mix. Of course you can. It's a Serato DJ Lite and Serato DJ Pro controller. It says you can Serato DJ Lite, which is the free version. It's the best one with saving money. See, the best ones to use for Serato DJ Pro, and that's the ones that are Serato DJ Pro ready. So that is the first question answered. The rest are going to be coming from the live chat once we have our chat going. Let's see what other. Okay, so this one, have you paid for the gold or diamond membership for buy buttons to see if it actually generates sales from listeners? Oh, that's probably that was number1music.com. Nope, I'm not. I'm autistic. Yep. I'm an autistic DJ. So no, I'm not. So let's see what other. So there's no other questions here on my Facebook page. We need to block this guy. We're a hide user. There we go. Because I don't want any gays on my YouTube channel. This is a DJ channel. There we go. So I'm trying to keep this thing as safe as possible. So any question that is DJ related. So make sure you put in the comment section right below or right on the side there. So of course, DJ Dynablend says, looking forward to seeing more gig logs. Subscribed, okay. That's good. That's good for DJ Dynablend. I use XLR from Hosa is good. Of course it is. So let me find something else. Subbed, keep it up. Look forward to the gig logs, unboxings, and tips and tricks. You're on the way. I am on the way. Hey man, I have SR2. Hit me up if you want to know how to change the jog wheel color. I set mine to blue. You can set it to red, blue, white, or mix and match. Happy 2020. Oh man. So let's see what else is on here. Oh, DJ Spruce Moose said, I want to tell you, you have a lot of spunk. Just what a lot of DJs need sometimes. We give advice and not see the whole is love the gig logs. You remind me of me when I first started. I lost my place. My wife sued my tablecloths. I had her make me one that had dogs in love, which was my facial. It hid my wires. I look forward to your posts and join a record pool is my advice, which I actually did. I actually joined a record pool, BPM Supreme. BPM Supreme. What else is there? Build your music. If you take requests, use those to build your music. I do, and I started with one song. From there, it built over 3,000 songs. and growing. Keep it up, bro. Okay. Yeah, I signed up for BPM Supreme, which is my DJ record pool of choice. How do I ask a question? Just type them in to the live chat. It's under say something. There you go. Just tap on say something and you would type in anything that is DJ related. Anything that is DJ related. Just like you were doing right now. How do I type? You should know how you type because you are typing right now. You should know. I mean, there's no special place where you send questions. Just use them on the live chat. Here we go. Well, let's see how I would do it on the iPhone. Because right now I'm using a Mac. How to use a DVD? Let's see here. So on here, and you would just go down to chat publicly as you can do chat publicly, and just type like so. Because I'm using an iPhone right now. I mean, we'll have to block all of the questions that aren't DJ related. Stuff that's about DJ technology, DJ gigs, and all that kind of stuff. Great. This was meant to be for my DJ community, not just for anyone asking any questions. Oh, hey, big fan. Keep up the good work. Thank you. I'm glad you like my my videos. Yeah, I'm glad you like my work. Because I'm actually working on doing another DJ video later this month. It's going to be the unboxing of my new lights. When is the wedding you're doing? Well, I got 2 weddings. There's going to be one May 16th, and the other is going to be October 17th, I believe. How do you advertise your services? I just do it privately. I make things like business cards and stuff like that and hand them out to people I know. So I use Vistaprint to pretty much grow my DJ business. Will you come to South Dakota? I'm already in South Dakota. I'm in Spearfish. I'm on vacation. So yeah, I'm at the Holiday Inn in Spearfish with the indoor pool, indoor hot tub, indoor arcade, and all that kind of stuff. So I'm actually in Spearfish. As you can probably see, I'm wearing 3 layers of clothing. I had to wear this big old coat. I work there. Awesome. Yep. This is where I'll be staying. So yeah, I'm actually a DJ, a disc jockey, a DJ Cool Thing. What? So there's someone famous in South Dakota. What? So yeah, I'm actually a local DJ in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, and I got a lot of DJ gigs coming up there, and it's gonna be fun. I'm actually really looking forward to my DJ gigs when I get back to South Carolina. So first, we have our elementary gig at a school which is called River Oaks Elementary. Oh, how's your brother? Good. How much did you charge per gig? I usually pay 50 gigs if it's a smaller gig, but I'll probably get paid more if I do weddings. So I guess I'll pay more. Yeah, I'll charge more when I do weddings in the near future, because I actually might think about bumping up my prices for weddings, since it's a more fancier gig and it's at more fancier venues. But for the smaller gigs, I get paid like $50 per gig. Yeah, I get paid $50 per gig. I see my brother's watching my live stream. Yeah, I can hear the feedback. So I am so ready for my DJ gigs when I get to South Carolina. So we're going to start out with the River Oaks Elementary DJ gig. Then we're going to go down to Charleston, South Carolina for Face of the Coast, which is for an entire weekend, which is insane. So the next DJ gig is the wedding for Brian Coon and Summer Mueller. So after that, we have our summer gigs. Like we got Kids Camp Family Night. We got, let's see, I'm trying to think, the Baptism Picnic. Yeah, we have the Baptism Picnic. And of course, we got the fall kickoff in late August. And then, of course, in October, we got, let me see. We got my friend Brooke Fraser's wedding, which I'm excited about. What else is there? I know there's Halloween. Let's see. I'm trying to think. I have so many DJ gigs, it's unbelievable. But yeah, there will be another video when I get home from my vacation. And it's going to be the unboxing of my brand new lights. It's going to be super awesome. I cannot wait. But yeah, we're going to order my lights, which is going to be a Dragon X RGB lighting system with some wireless receivers and transmitters. And we'll have our ADJ 3C IR RGB controller. And it's going to look really good when I get to River Oaks Elementary. It's going to be pretty sweet. I am super pumped about this year. So after Brooke Fraser's wedding, so in October, oh yeah, I almost forgot, my cousin Livia's Sweet 16. Woohoo! I am super ready for that. And since it'll be her Sweet 16, we'll be able to, what speakers do you own? I own the Ion Total PA Max. They're 500 watts RMS each, with a total of 1,000 watts. That is pure power right there. So I have the Ion Total PA Maxes. I have the Pioneer DDJ SR2 controller. We have the table, the facade, which I have to upgrade because I'm getting a lot of stuff. I need to upgrade my facade. And while I'm at the Apple Store in Colorado, I might look for a new laptop stand, like a much smaller laptop stand. So I'll be getting a lot of other lighting stuff. I have a 4-foot table, and it's not going to fit. So the laptop stand I have right now will not fit on my table, so I have to get something much smaller. I'll probably do that when I go to Colorado. We're actually going to the mall there, and I'm going to the Apple Store. I'm going to see what kind of laptop stands they have for a 2018 MacBook Air that I purchased almost a year ago. This month, on January 3rd, 2019 is when I ordered this computer. So I've had it for a little over a year, and it's insane. So it seems like my mid 2012 13-inch MacBook Pro that I got for graduation when I graduated high school is on its last leg, because in October of this year, 2020, it's going to be out of support. I mean, what am I going to do now? And how am I going to use it? I guess I'll just throw it away somewhere and maybe even send it somewhere, maybe through a thrift store or something. I don't know. Since I already have the 2018 MacBook Air and it's doing super well. So that shows you can DJ on a 1.6 gigahertz Intel Core i5 with 8 gigabytes of RAM. We got a 121 gigabyte SSD, which I use my Toshiba hard drive that I've had since 2015, and it's just a good combination. We're going to add lights to it. It's going to be an absolutely amazing. It's going to be an amazing year for me as a DJ. Especially, we got 2 weddings. We got a Sweet 16. We got we got a Sweet 16. We got 2 weddings. We got an elementary gig, maybe a school dance or something. I don't know. And there's also, let's see, we got an elementary school gig. We got a wedding, another wedding, a Sweet 16. Man, I'm going to be so busy. This is the busiest I've ever been. Because I remember last year and the year before, I didn't really have as many gigs. But in 2019, I started to really grow my DJ gigs, like starting in the summer. Like we had the boat party. We had mostly church gigs. I started DJing for the special needs ministry, since I can relate to some of them, being having special needs myself. I have PDD, which is pervasive developmental disorder with Asperger tendencies. So I can really, relate to some of these kids at the special needs ministry. So I get to DJ for them on special occasions like Halloween, and we had a dance party on September 21st, 2019. That was great. So 2019 was basically my year as being a DJ. I wonder what's going to happen if I decide to move states one day. I mean, I'll have to hand out, more business cards to get myself out there and become a widely known DJ. You never know what lies for me in the future. But right now, we got all kinds of DJ gigs waiting to happen. So we got the River Oaks Elementary gig. We got Finish to the Coast, which was my first ever athletic event where I have to stay overnight for the entire weekend, Saturday and Sunday, which is March 7th and March 8th. It's not going to be in downtown Charleston. It's not going to be in downtown Charleston, but it's going to be in West Ashley, South Carolina, over by downtown Charleston. So it's going to be in West Ashley, March 7th and March 8th. I'm excited for that. So after that, we have our first ever wedding for my friend Brian and Summer, who go to Beach Church, as you guys know. We've been planning that gig for a long time. Oh, and next month we have a appointment to meet up and talk about the playlist, because I actually want this playlist to look absolutely successful. But yeah, let's answer these questions. How do I type? Just type using your hands. How to use a DVD player. Put a DVD in. Well, turn on. Put a DVD in. Pop it in. Press play, and you're done. How do I walk? Just left foot, right foot. Left foot, right foot. How do I Shrek? What? I don't get that one. So I'm just going through all these and seeing what we can talk about. When is the wedding that you're doing? For our first ever wedding is May 16th in Pawleys Island. It's going to be at a very fancy wedding venue known as the Village House at Litchfield. And it's actually right down the road before you get to Brook Green Gardens in Pawleys Island. And then it's a really nice, fancy place. And of course, the second wedding, I don't know where my friend Brooke wants to have her wedding. We'll talk about that once we get closer to October. And of course, after that wedding, we have our summer gigs. Like we got Kids Camp Family Night. We got our, we got our Kids Camp Family Night. We have our baptism picnic. If we are able to do our baptism picnic, after the baptism picnic, in early August or late August, we have our gig, what is known as the fall kickoff. And then after the fall kickoff, we have 1 month off in September, which I'll probably do more Q&As in September. How do I plan a gig? That's a tricky question. How do I plan a gig? I don't know what gigging means. I guess you mean gig, G-I-G. So after the fall kickoff, we have 1 month off in September to give us some time to relax and just get into our next 2 DJ gigs in October. We got my cousin Livy's Sweet 16, which I'm really excited about doing. And also my friend Brooke Fraser's wedding. It's going to be awesome. So this is going to be my year, the year of becoming a wedding DJ. I mean, how do you plan a gig? Well, first I build a playlist. Playlist is the number one thing that you need to do when planning the gig. Well, basically, it's up to the hosts to plan the actual event. But for me as a DJ, how do you turn on a DJ? What? I don't get some of these questions. How do you turn on a DJ? You can't. So basically a DJ's main job is the music. So basically the playlist is the main thing a DJ needs to focus on when the event is being planned. So it's going to be a really awesome time doing all that. So I'm going to be very busy in September. So September, I'm going to have a lot of free time to get things ready for October with as far as playlists and this, that, and the other. And if it wasn't for Vistaprint, I would have never grown my DJ business as far as it's gone. And maybe one day I would like to stretch way beyond South Carolina. I want to go, all around the world and just become a really, really big DJ, like some of these other DJs on YouTube. That would be pretty sweet. So let me see. Let me check on the Facebook page as we wait for our next question. How do you turn on a DJ? I don't know what that means. I don't really get that question. How do you turn on a DJ? You gotta know that DJs are real people. And they just have DJ equipment by just plugging in the controller, turning on the computer, going to the DJ software, turning on the speakers, the lights, turning on the entire DJ system little by little. First, I turn on the computer because that's the first thing I pull out of the computer. I log in, I open up my DJ software, which I have Serato DJ Pro, and then I open up my controller case. I turn on the controller after plugging into the computer, plug into the power port, the power plug. And then, of course, after that, I plug in my speakers. I turn each of them on before I plug in my XLR cables so they don't get all poppy. So, yes. As far as pops are concerned, when you turn them on, it's always good to turn on the speakers first, then plug in our XLR connections, or maybe even plug in the XLR connections first before turning on the speakers. And of course, when it comes to the lighting, We turn on the lighting system first, and we plug in our wireless donor. And of course, we plug in our controller, and everything is good to go. So it's very easy. I guess it just depends on how much DJ equipment you have. I mean, there's a lot of DJs out there who are bigger than me who have more expensive stuff like smoke machines and, um, the CO2 guns and stuff like that, stuff that I would never see myself buying anytime soon. Just think, when my first ever YouTube video here, my DJ YouTube channel wasn't really that big, but then I started posting more often, and here I am at 120 subscribers, which is insane. It would be really nice to do a gig in South Dakota, maybe become, South Dakota famous, like I am Myrtle Beach famous, Conway famous. So maybe one day I'll be able to hand out business cards to people I know here in South Dakota and just say, if you need a DJ, let me know. And I'll be here as soon as possible. So I want to start growing my DJ business tenfold. So let me check the Facebook page here. We'll go to the DJ Cool Thing Facebook page. And we're actually doing really good so far. Let me go to my community. It's under community. As we wait for our next questions, it works really well. What I do is I have a website that I publicly advertise. Yeah, I'm not ready for a website just yet. I use social media. This is how I get myself out there, is social media. Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok. What else do I have on this phone that I use for social media? Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, Twitter. I use YouTube. I use Mixcloud for posting my mixes. I actually did a video, or I did a mix last month. Oh, how do I get my grandson to stop playing his DJ stuff too loud? Well, that's a question I can't really help you out with. Just come up with your own methods and you'll know. Usually, I try so hard not to bother anyone in my house because I'm not the only one in my house. It's me and my other, it's me, my mom, my dad, my brother, my sister. So what I do is I use a much smaller speaker, and so that way it's not as loud. Because I was going to use my PA speakers in my man cave, which I usually use to practice in, but a small Bluetooth speaker would do the trick. So for practicing, I think a small Bluetooth speaker would do just the trick. Or use headphones. All right, so, we were talking about social media. So I use Facebook, I use Instagram, I use TikTok, I use Snapchat, I use Twitter, I use Facebook, I use Mixcloud. What else is on here that I use for social media? Periscope for live streaming live mixes, live practice sessions. And that's about it. And of course, Anchor for my DJ Cool Thing Experience podcast. It's always good for every DJ to have a podcast. What is social media? Social media is basically where you interact with people. I can't believe none of you know what social media is. Some of you, if you don't know what social media is, then you might have been living under a rock for the last who knows how many years, over 10 years. I don't. I'm more of a people person, so I'll have to go through here and say I'm more of a people person. I like the people I'm interacting with. Yeah, you live under a rock. It's basically it's an expression, which are people who resist moving forward in technology, like social media, making videos, just using the internet. Just using the internet. So I've been moving forward for a long time. I now have streaming music like Pandora, Spotify, SoundCloud, Google Play Music, Deezer, Amazon Music, Tidal, and I also got social media like Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, Twitter, YouTube, obviously, Mixcloud, and I also got a record pool, BPM Supreme. And of course, I got like navigation apps and stuff on here. And of course, I got Shazam. Nope, they're not. I don't think so. We'll have to block this person. We're gonna hide user on this. There we go. So we're trying to make this a safe community because we're all DJs here. Oh, and what I use TikTok for is scratching sessions. Oh yeah, here's one of my scratching sessions. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. There we go. There's one of my scratching sessions. Yeah. Let's see what's on here. So there's one of my scratching sessions. Oh man, I'm getting better at my scratching. All thanks to DJ Too Legit. DJ Too Legit. He is really supporting me in making scratchings, like with the virtual turntables like this, and have my crossfader like that. It's like muscle memory. We got to practice little by little. So I'm really excited about this year and getting things better as a DJ. So being a DJ is a very fun experience. I love being a DJ. So hopefully we can have more people on here that will give me some more positivity, more DJ related questions. Like this person right here. What I do, I have a website that I publicly advertise, and what speakers I own, stuff like that about speakers and DJ gear, my DJ gigs, that sort of thing. It's gonna be awesome. So there's my DJ Cool Thing Facebook page. Let me see here. Oh, and of course, here's my Instagram where I post a lot of DJ related pictures. As I wait for my next picture or wait for my next question. Here we go. DJ Cool Thing. And scroll down to here, and that will look at my Instagram page. My latest DJ gig was actually right here. And there's my DJ setup. It's going to look a lot better when I get back to South Carolina. So, yeah, this shows that I really have to get a brand new laptop stand. Maybe when we go to Colorado, because there's going to be an Apple store there. I'm going to see if they have a laptop stand for my 2018 MacBook Air and just move my controller over a bit so it doesn't, hang off the side. It's got to stay in one square. And, of course, the other square will be for my lighting setup. Man, I'll definitely have to get a new table very, very shortly. Because my table, as you can probably see, it's very, very short. It's a 4-foot table. And I don't think I'd be able to put my lighting setup right there on that table. Especially with that big old laptop stand that I have at my house. I mean, look at that. That big old laptop stand. It won't be able to fit in front of my controller. So that means we'll have to get a more one that is recommended by Apple. So that way I can have my computer, adjusted, and it's going to have a nice little base where I can put it right in the into the towards the front a little bit, and then of course towards the back could be my controller and my lighting setup. So we got to make sure that everything is good to go. So this year I'm going to start setting up my DJ equipment a little different than I used to do last year. I'm actually going to put the equipment on the table first and then put the facade around the entire setup. That way it'll look super professional. It'll look super clean. So we're pretty much straightening up the DJ system or the DJ setup. Yeah, we're trying to straighten this out because putting the facade on before the equipment, that means we have limited space to work around. Yeah, we have limited space to work around with my lighting because I'm going to have a American DJ 3C IR lighting controller. I'm going to have the lighting setup on the side there. Yeah. And then, of course, we'll have to put we're going to put we're going to put this right behind the controller in order to preserve space. Yeah, we're actually going to preserve space with the Toshiba hard drive. So we're going to eject the hard drive. There we go. We're going to take it out because I think we're done with it right now. Here's the Toshiba hard drive, USB-C, which is this little connection right here. And then, of course, I use, let me see where my bag is. Oh, yeah, I forgot. It's in there in the living room. It's in the main room there. But in there is a little adapter with regular USB, USB-C for charging, and, of course, a video connection for connecting to a projector if you want to video DJ. If you wanted to video DJ by connecting it to a monitor, you can. But, yeah. Oh, hey. What steps do you take to record the, what steps do you take to record, then upload a podcast to Spotify? Are the steps similar or easier than if I upload a song? Oh, that's a very easy question. Well, I use Anchor. Anchor automatically distributes your podcast. So here is Anchor. It automatically chooses the it automatically chooses the services for podcasting to distribute your podcast to. I have the DJ Cool Thing Experience podcast. So it automatically went to Spotify. So once you record your podcast and you edit and you upload it to Anchor, it'll automatically, distribute your podcast to other places, such as, Apple and Google and Spotify. So let me check on the distribution settings, which is going to be under my podcast, and go under to the DJ Cool Thing Experience, try to find the distribution settings. Oh, it's probably under here. Yeah, distribution settings. So it automatically gets set to whatever is relevant. So I had chose this was automatically chosen for me: Radio Public, Breaker, Spotify, Google Podcasts, and Apple Podcasts. So I pretty much use Anchor because Anchor, you don't have to use Anchor for the recording, just the distributing. because that makes it easier, because it'll automatically send out to a lot of popular applications here for podcasting, like Radio Public, Breaker, Spotify, Google Podcasts, and Apple Podcasts. And of course, you can actually look up how to get a podcast, or how to get your podcast on Apple Podcasts. Number one, record your podcast, complete your podcast details, choose a podcast hosting platform, retrieve your RSS feed URL, download and create iTunes account, submit your podcast to Podcast Connect, and wait for approval. That's based on adorma.com. How to get your podcast on iTunes, publish a podcast to iTunes, podcast, submitting your podcast to iTunes. Basically, you'll get the RSS feed, and you can copy that into Apple Podcasts if you want to manually distribute your podcast into Apple Music or, Apple Podcast. That is actually one of the most popular ones out there. Is it free or by subscription? Well, Anchor is pretty much 100% free. So as far as Anchor is concerned, it's 100% free, which is why I use it, because it's free. You don't have to spend anything. Even if money is tight and you still want to make a podcast, there it is. I have at least almost 15 episodes. 15 episodes. One day I would love to start adding people into my podcast as guests and, make it more interesting than just having me. So I have the DJ Cool Thing Experience podcast. I use Anchor. It's 100% free. I learned about this app through a DJ here on YouTube called Ollie Hackett. He's from the UK, and he did a video about how to make a podcast, how to make your album cover, and how to get started, with podcasting, especially with anything that you want. I do a DJ podcast. I pretty much share my experiences of being a DJ since summer of 2018. And I got 146 total plays. And my listener location, I get 77% here in the United States, 7% in Australia, 2% in France, 2% in India, 1% in Germany, 1% in the Philippines. It tells you who listens to your podcast in what countries and on what devices. I give you more on the dashboard if I wanted to, which it takes you to the web browser, anchor.fm. And not only, so with Anchor, you're not stuck with just the mobile app. You can also record with your laptop if you want to record with your laptop. And that is amazing how on the website, anchor.fm, you can sign in with your podcast account. The account is 100% free. You can sign in with your account, and then, you can sign in with your account and record your podcast through your laptop or an iPhone, especially if you're on the go. Like if you're on the road a lot and you want to record a podcast, make sure you have one of those car mounts, put your phone there, and start recording your podcast. And just wait to edit your podcast. So as far as editing my podcast, I pretty much use Anchor for pretty much anything. I actually want to start getting into more professional podcasting strategies, like using my laptop and just using Anchor to distribute my podcast. And, create my own transitions and just make my podcast unique. So I hope that answers your question about, what I do with my podcast, the DJ Cool Thing Experience. So I will recommend you to Ollie Hackett on here on YouTube, because he did like a multi-part series. So let me just type in Ollie Hackett. He's actually he was DJing for a very long. He's been DJing for a long time. Yep, he did a 2-part series about how to get started with podcasting using the Anchor app, how to make your artwork, and that sort of thing. That will really get you into making your first ever podcast, and just go from there. So with Anchor, it automatically distributes your podcast to whatever will fit your podcast the best. And if it has Spotify, then Spotify will be perfect for your podcast. So Anchor will actually choose randomly supported. Yeah, it'll choose from random supported platforms to distribute your podcast to, and it's just easy. And you can also set up Anchor payments. Finish setting up your account so you can see how much you're earning and cash out. So you can pretty much earn money from your podcast, which is amazing. I really want to do that one day. Make some money by putting in sponsorships, tips on ad placement, and that sort of thing. So you can pretty much record active sponsorships, like saying this podcast is brought to you by such and such. So that's pretty much really cool on how to earn some money from your podcast. And it even gives you some of the plays, which is amazing, based on the date. And even tells you what is your most popular episode. For me, it's my intro. I don't know why the intro is so popular. I watch his videos. Oh, Ollie. It's funny seeing him grow on video from a kid to teen. Yeah, he's actually one of my most favorite DJs. I found him by searching DJing at a kids party, because I wanted to see what it's like DJing at a kids party. That's how I found Ollie Hackett. That's how I found about him, was searching kids party, because I was almost doing a kids party, and I needed some. I just wanted to see what the experience is like DJing at a kids party. So that's how I found him, because he was a kids party DJ before, and that's how I found him. So yeah, he's a really great guy on YouTube. And he did a video, The Day in the Life of a Radio Presenter. Oh, yes. That's another thing that we can talk about in the next video, how to get started as a radio DJ from your house. Because anybody with virtual DJ become a radio DJ by just finding a very good radio platform, putting that information into virtual DJing, you're good to go. If you don't want to be a party DJ, you can be a radio DJ. There's all types of DJs that are out there. Yeah, there's radio DJs, there's party DJs, there's club DJs. There's so many DJs out there, not just for clubs and mobile events and private events, whenever. So it's always good to, I guess, do a side thing of being a radio DJ. That's one thing I want to do in the near future, or in the distant future, is become a radio DJ from my house using virtual DJ. I'll probably do that one day in the future. Maybe. Like if I'm here, I can still be a radio DJ using a smaller controller, like the DDJ 200, the Newmark DJ to Go 2. Oh man, that would be perfect. Every time I come to South Dakota to visit my brother and sister while they're in school, I can get a much smaller controller to practice my mixing. Sweet. Yes. Man, that would be so cool. I'll probably do that for my birthday. Maybe get a Pioneer DJ 200 or something. Or, yeah, I'll probably get a Newmark DJ to Go 2 as something very, very small that I can practice my DJing skills if I'm on vacation, because a DJ never stops working when it comes to YouTube videos and all that kind of stuff. I never did a podcast before. Can you play copyright music on there? Will you get a copyright strike like you would on YouTube or Facebook? I never really did that before because I never had the ability to play music. I mean, I never had the need to play music in my podcast. So I don't really know. I mean, podcasts, I guess I guess you don't get hit with copyright unless you pay for a radio service, being a radio DJ. And as far as podcast is concerned, I'm not too technical on the podcast side yet. I just record and I distribute. So I just record my voice. I never really had to record music before, so I'm not really experienced in that field when it comes to being, doing that with podcasting. I've never had to do that before. I mean, I just record my podcast straight from the iPhone. So let's get comfortable here because my legs are starting to get tight. So let's see here. Let's go to anchor.fm. I just downloaded this while I was on the road. My latest episode is the top DJ Christmas gifts of Christmas 2019. That was back in December 13th. So I haven't had a podcast this year. I haven't had a podcast episode this year, but I probably will when I get home. So I pretty much show you how I do my podcast. I press the tools button. I go to record. Yeah, we're going to enable the microphone. And I start recording. And I go into library. Actually, I go into... okay. So you can actually add music. So create a 30-second transition out from any song playable in Anchor only. Okay. To browse your existing playlist, connect a premium account optional. Apple Music or Spotify Premium. So I guess you can as a transition. So you can because it's to browse your existing playlist, connect a premium account. So Apple Music or Spotify. So songs. Okay. So create a 30. So you can only use 30 seconds of music as a transition between your sections. So if you have multiple sections of your podcast, just search for a song or an artist on here. You can create a 30-second transition. But as far as full-blown songs, I don't think they're going to work. Which is why Anchor only gives you the ability to have a 30-second transition. And I pretty much use sounds. I use the preloaded sounds on here. Like this one. Interludes. Sweet. There we go. Interludes, library, which is, all your voice recordings are stored right here in the library. Record. You can actually invite friends to join, which is really cool. Recording will begin as soon as others join your... That is so cool. So you can pretty much add anybody to your podcast as guests. So let's see when my first podcast was. So let me just go to my library here on my podcast. We're going to press the X button, my podcast. I started my podcast this past May 2019. That's when I started my first podcast episode. Was on May 18th, 2019. So I don't really have as much experience with podcasting because I haven't been, active all that much on Anchor since May 18th. I've been doing podcast episodes every now and then if I had a good topic to talk about. But I'm only on episode 15, so I probably don't have as much technical knowledge on the Anchor podcast. So I hope you guys remember this. I did a review not too long ago on the BPM Supreme mobile app. That's actually really cool. So if I'm on the road and new songs pop up, boom. So I probably won't need that app for anytime soon because we finally arrived at our final destination, Spearfish, South Dakota. So anytime I want to download a song, I'll just go to bpmsupreme.com on my laptop whenever I get the time. Because actually, they get uploaded every so often. I don't know what time here in Spearfish they get uploaded to the BPM Supreme site. I know it's going to be sometime in the. I guess we'll just keep looking for songs on the BPM Supreme app. But yeah, let's keep the questions rolling. Let's keep the questions rolling. Because I haven't done a video in days now, so it's been a few days since I last did a video, which is actually my plans for 2020. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. My plans for 2020. We talked about my we talked about my gigs. We talked about what lighting system I'm going to get and all that kind of stuff. We talked about a lot of stuff. Yeah, we talked about a lot of things, which I'm really excited about. So I don't really blame you for never doing a podcast before. I mean, I didn't get started into podcasting till May 18th. So it hasn't been that long. It's been less than a year, so I don't really know any technical sides of Anchor. Yep, I remember that's how I got started using BPM Supreme, the Vibo. Oh, and the Vibo app. Okay. Yeah, I had to let go of Vibo because it was getting so expensive. I cannot believe how expensive Vibo is. I mean, since I'm starting to do weddings, it's times like this where that I need Vibo. I guess that's how you found me. Because I remember one of the first videos you watched of mine was let me take a look back at my archives. I guess it was about how I prepare for my DJ gigs using Serato and BPM Supreme. Yeah, that's how you found my YouTube channel. So let me check. And he also told me not too long ago to use the screen recording so I can show you how I actually do it. I was actually recording with my iPhone. I guess that's why, because there's no particular method of switching over to screen recording with my iPhone. So yeah, with this iPhone, I pretty much use it for everything. I use it for live streaming sometimes, which I haven't used it for live streaming since they changed up their rules on mobile live streaming, that you can't do mobile live streams until you reach 1,000 subscribers. But the more hard work I put in, the more I'm going to gain my subscriber count, and the more I become a successful DJ. And I would love to get some South Dakota DJs here on the YouTube, on the DJ Cool Thing community. That would be awesome. That would be completely awesome to get some South Dakota DJs here. Reach more DJs in South Dakota. That'd be nice. I wish there was a way to reach more DJs in South Dakota about me as a DJ, and they can watch some of my content whenever they get time to. Because I know there's a lot of DJs here in South Dakota that I want to reach out to. Will you come to South Dakota? I'm already in South Dakota. Yeah, I already answered those questions. Oh, check your Vivo account. You might have have limited access still there. So check your Vibo account. You might have limited access still where you can still use it for 1 gig at a time. Yeah, I've been thinking about that. I had to let it go because it was so expensive. Yeah, a lot of DJs who aren't really business owners, like a big, company. I guess it's mostly DJ companies, big DJ companies who pay for it. I guess they're trying to reach out to the bigger DJs, like the more wedding DJs. Yeah, I had to let it go too because it was getting so expensive. I mean, it would have helped me out as a DJ, trying to find a more inexpensive DJ planner where I can plan all the music and stuff. Because in February, because of letting go of Vibo, I have to meet the bride and the groom somewhere in Myrtle Beach or somewhere. When I get back to South Carolina and talk about the playlist, I have to bring the laptop with me if I wanted to build the playlist within Serato. I mean, it's just going to be so much of a pain to get out of my house and drive all the way to Myrtle Beach just to meet up with the bride and the groom the first Sunday in February. So we'll have to check the calendar. This is where the calendar will come into play. If your phone has a built-in calendar, which it should, the first Sunday in February, so that is February 2nd. Yep. February 2nd, I believe. Yeah, February 2nd is when I meet up with the bride and the groom, talk about the playlist. So I get to meet on Groundhog Day. So that's what I'm doing on Groundhog Day 2020 is meeting up with the bride and the groom, talk about their playlist, and get songs in order. We're actually going to start doing sub-crates, like for introductions, open dance, father-daughter, mother-son dance, father-daughter dance, that sort of thing. So we're going to have to get everything ready, how they actually want it, especially for open dance, first dance, introductions, that sort of thing, and get everything in order in sub crates that we can go to 1 crate at a time for introductions, first dance, mother son, daddy daughter, and then the open dance and whatever else I need for a wedding, especially for the playlist structure of that particular night, which I'm really excited about. I mean, it's going to be almost in the summertime. Yeah, it's almost going to be in the summertime. It's going to be late spring, early summer. So we got plenty of time to plan everything out. And of course, through February and March and also April, I get to practice my mixing skills. Not really mixing, but more transitions from one song to the next, which is basically mixing them in together, have more professional mixing. So I guess that's why I had to let go of Vibo, because it was getting so expensive. I don't know when this part of the live stream became a DJ discussion. I guess I'm waiting for another question, another DJ related question. It's an iOS app. I was going to video on it. Yeah, I was going. It is an iOS app. I have iOS, as you can probably see here. This is how my DJ gig logs got started, because I was originally going to do other DJ gig logs, get started with YouTube at just, the very beginning of my DJing career. But I had to wait till I get the iPhone 10 to start doing DJ gigs, because this is a 256 gigabyte iPhone, and that holds plenty of storage for my DJ gig logs. It's an iOS app. I was going a video on it. Okay. Yeah. Oh, okay. So I guess what you meant to say was I was going to do a video on it. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, I did a video on it when I first had it. That way, if I had to cancel it for some reason, yeah, I can always have the video of when I was a Vibo user. I mean, Vibo, some of them need lower tiers. Yeah, some of them need lower tiers, especially for starter DJs who are just getting into being a wedding DJ and doesn't have that much money yet. Oh, here it is. Here's what I use to Here's what I use to connect my controller to my computer. USB-C to regular USB adapter. Since I have the more modern Mac, this is where I plug in my charger. This is where you can plug in a video signal, and this is where you can plug in your controller. And of course, I plug in my Toshiba hard drive with the normal USB cable. So that's just a little something about that. And as you can see, I'm still using my in-case. Maybe at the Apple Store, when we head to Colorado, yeah, when we head to Colorado, I'll look in the Apple Store and see if I can find a book bag, a much bigger book bag for my computer. Maybe even a laptop stand. I don't know what I might get. Because I got money for Christmas for my grandma, and I might use some of that to upgrade my DJ setup, like with a more smaller laptop stand that is height adjustable, so it doesn't look as small. Because with the big laptop stand I currently have that I bought from Amazon back in April of this past year, 2019, I can be able to put it wherever I need to because it's a much smaller laptop stand. It takes a whole lot less space, where I could put it right in front of the facade, put my lighting controller right in front of it, and just have something. Okay, yep, that's what I meant. Yeah, that's what you meant. That you're going to do a video on it, like a video review. Okay. I see what you're getting. I see what you're trying to say. That you were going to do a video review on Vibo. I hear a lot of really big DJs talk about Vibo, and it got me interested in using Vibo to manage my music for the wedding, because basically what I was going to do was I was going to ask the bride and the groom to tell their friends to download the Vibo app as guests, and they can add music that they want for the wedding, and all that will get downloaded, and I can put it into Serato DJ Pro. But since I no longer have it, we got to go to Myrtle Beach to meet up with Brian and Summer just to build the playlist. Times like this where I wish I had Vibo, make things a whole lot easier, a lot less complicated. Maybe I can find a more inexpensive DJ event planner at some point, because I would love to get into DJ event planning, because I'm starting to take my DJing a lot more seriously now. Yeah, I'm taking my DJing a lot more seriously now, and I don't think I'd be able to do that anymore. Yeah, I'm taking a whole lot more seriously. I need more of a simplified solution when it comes to, DJ event planning, especially for music. A music event, like a DJ music planner. It'd be really nice to have something like that in mind, where someone can create an app for us beginner DJs at a much lower price. Since we're just getting into DJing, especially moving up to the next level, and we don't have money for Vibo. So yeah, it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be super crazy. Playing all the music for the weddings, and Man, I mean, I do really good with smaller events. Building a playlist for smaller events because I just play it. I just play it freestyle as far as the music selection is concerned. But when it comes to weddings, it's a set playlist, and I haven't really done that before. This is where Vibo would come in handy. Build the wedding event, and people would download the Vibo app, and then boom, just have your music right into the Vibo app using Spotify or whatever, and download that music to Serato, and your entire playlist is built. I mean, that kind of saves time, especially for building the playlist manually. But when I get home, when I get home from South Dakota, we'll be able to meet up with Brian and Summer and talk more about the playlist and what the playlist structure is going to be for their wedding. And sometime I need to meet up with Brooke, talk about her playlist, seeing what she wants for her playlist for her wedding, like for introductions, mother daughter, or mother son, daddy daughter, introductions and all that kind of stuff. So actually, actually sent out a playlist question to them. Try the Song Planner app. Song Planner. I have to look it up on Google because I don't even know where you can find it. Song Planner. Song Planner. Is it from Teaching Primary Music? Or we just type in Song Planner app. There's so many of them. Let me see if this is it. Is that it? The Music Concierge. The Music Concierge Wedding. Wedding Songs Planner by the Music Concierge. That's probably it because there's no others. Designed and engineered for engaged couples and wedding DJs. Wedding Songs Planner combines the best of the best in online wedding music planning tools and brings them into the mobile app environment. By providing free and convenient access to professionally created song lists sorted by genre, decade, and wedding event. Wedding Songs Planner makes it fun and easy to discover the perfect songs for the perfect party. Maybe I can send you a sample from a form I got. Okay. Okay. I guess you can send it to me. That'd be nice. Then go to my Facebook and look out for it. Because this is the only one I see is the concierge thing. Because I don't even know what type of app or who actually makes it. Because it says Market Mouse or Market Muse LLC. I don't know if that's it or not. I mean, I look up song plan. So what I had before was good. The Music Concierge. Man, I lost my place. Songs Planner. That's all I see is the Music Concierge. Yep, here it is. The Music Concierge. Market Muse LLC. I'll probably I'm actually gonna download it. There we go. Yeah, I think that. So it isn't. Here it is. Here it is. The Music Concierge. This weekend, I've been trying to find a Vibo alternative. That would be so cool because that not only does music, but it also does, um, the event planning as well. Yeah, it's hard to find a good Vibo alternative, especially for mobile DJs who always bring around their mobile phones and they can download the apps. Yep, Market Muse LLC. That's it. That's it. It's called the Music Concierge Song Planner. Yep, it is. Suggest a song, favorites. What if I'm an actual DJ? What do I do? Okay, there's About Us, search, song categories, favorites, suggest a song, and rate this app. That's all I see. Let me see. Oh, okay. So this gives me some really great song ideas to build into playlists. Yeah, it says song planner when it's installed on your phone. Okay. Yeah, because it says the Music Concierge on the App Store. So let's go down to song categories. We're going to first dance songs. It's like I can't even play it. Oh, Here and Now. That's a good song. That's a really good song. It's called Here and Now. I guess if you want to play it, you have to play the song. That's weird. I mean, it's not even playing because it's it pops up with Apple Music, and I don't have Apple Music. I have Tidal. So I think I'm actually going to use that app to get some song suggestions if I am having a hard time finding the best songs for this wedding. But I think when it comes to weddings, it's always good to build a playlist that the bride and the groom want. So I'm going to meet up with them the first Sunday after church. So yeah, after church on February 2nd, we'll be able to meet up with them and build their playlist somewhere. Maybe even get some lunch or something. Bring my laptop with me so we can talk about the playlist and build a more well-structured playlist for the wedding. We're actually going to build a sub crate. So every time I'm doing a new category based on their wedding, I'll put them into one main crate so it doesn't look all, you know what I mean. So it doesn't look all messy, especially in Serato. I need to have better crate management. Put things into sub crates. I'll probably work on that this week. I'll work on it this week. I'm actually going to work on it this week. Get my sub crates into main crates. Like we'll have 2000s, 80s, 70s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s. Top 40, mainstream, that sort of thing. So, yeah, things are going to be really awesome. So, even though we do have our single Serato crates. I guess if I have multiple crates, yeah, if I have multiple crates, okay, about to call it a night. I'll try to send the information over to you tomorrow. Good night. Good night. Yeah, it's 11:09 here. I'm getting ready to call it a video because it's almost an hour and 30 minutes long. That is a long Q&A. And of course, we did a small DJ update because I haven't done a video since January 2nd. And I just been on the road for the last 3 days or so. So I just got around to doing a video. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell because you don't want to miss all the videos that are coming out in the near future, like future DJ unboxings, gig logs, reviews, first looks, you name it. It's all coming in the near future. So be sure you look out for my next video. So make sure you give a thumbs up, no thumbs down, because thumbs down is something bad. That means I need to work on something. But make sure you give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell because you don't want to miss all the new videos that are coming out in the near future. Especially when we get home, because we're going to do some ordering. Yeah, we're going to order the lights, and of course, when it gets to the house, we'll do the unboxing. We'll do the first look. We'll do a review in a week's time after I try them out for a little bit and see how it all works. Man, it's gonna be an awesome year. And of course, in February we have our first ever DJ gig log. Woo! And it's at River Oaks Elementary School. It's gonna be a very fun DJ gig. It's gonna be really, really fun. Really fun. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell because you don't miss all the videos that are coming out in the near future, like future DJ gig logs and unboxings and first looks and reviews and DJ updates and so much more. So I'll see you guys next time. This is Hunter Jones from Spearfish, South Dakota, signing off. AKA DJ Cool Thing. Peace.